Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I am going to be walking you through the process of making a faux suede necklace inside Cricut Design Space. Now, this particular necklace I found to be extremely gorgeous. In Cricut Design Space, they made theirs out of the faux leather, but this is the faux suede that I'm actually using, and this was the black color, as you can see there. But I think this is absolutely gorgeous. So for this particular project, I'm using the faux suede little packet. It's called a faux suede rustic sampler. I bought this at Michael's last year, and it comes with 5 different colors, as you can see here. I have the black, red, brown, and then some caramel and kind of tannish color. I used the black earlier today, so today we're going to use the kind of reddish color. But you can get this sampler at Michael's. I think I paid like $9, $10 for this. It doesn't have a price on here, and it's been so long. But this is what I'm going to be using today, along with some faux suede cord that I got at Walmart. And I think this was like $3 or $4 at Walmart, and it has multiple colors. It also came with the black. And earlier today, when I made this necklace, I didn't have the cord, so I just put some yarn to pull it together. But I'm going to be putting the black one here. So it came with 4 different colors of cord. Okay, and then I would highly recommend you have your standard, you know, weeding and cutting Cricut tools. I got my scissors, my weeder, and then you really don't need this, but just in case, it'll kind of help poke holes. And I'm also going to be using a crochet, like a little needle that I can thread through the holes, okay? When I get ready to cut this, I'm going to be using the faux suede material inside Cricut Design Space. Again, this is faux suede. It is not leather, okay? And I put it on more pressure so that it would, you know, cut through the first time. So I only put it through one time, and it seemed to cut fine using more pressure, okay? So I'm going to put that out there before I get started. And then, of course, you're going to need a mat for your suede. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the color that I'm going to be using, which is here. And this is going to work perfectly because I have the same color cord. It doesn't look the same to you on there, but it really is. This looks kind of orangish, but it's not. They're both in the red family. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Cricut Design Space so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to walk through the entire process of designing this necklace in Cricut Design Space. All right. All right. So you know templates. And I find the easiest way to find this particular project is just by typing in necklace. So we're going to go to the search field and type in necklace and click on the magnifying glass. And it's going to say it's a leather necklace, but again, we're using the suede. Now, if you wanted to make changes to this in any way, shape, fashion, or form, then you would click on Customize, but we're going to take the project just as it is. It tells you this is an easy project. It's going to take you less than 30 minutes. The approximate finished size is 12 by 8, 12 inches by 8 inches. And then it gives you a description here. It tells you what materials you're going to need. Don't let this bother you. It says the Cricut Faux Leather, but we're going to be using the Cricut Faux Suede. And then you need your standard grip mat and some type of leather lace, but we're going to be using the faux cord instead. And then we're going to walk through this process here together. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and select Make It. And it's going to come right to the Make It screen. So it did not go to our initial canvas where we would design, and that's because we're not making any changes to this design. We're going to accept it just like it is. And even though this is saying that it's the black necklace, it's going to be red or whatever color faux leather or suede you put in the machine. So you can do this with suede or leather, but I'm using the faux suede, okay? You don't need to mirror this or anything like that. All you're going to do is just go ahead and click on Continue in the bottom right corner. And now we're going to select our material. And I don't have that material in my favorites. And I've already got my normal favorites and I can't add any more. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Browse All Materials. And in the search all materials, I don't know why I can't speak today. You're just going to type in suede and click on the magnify. Well, I got to learn how to spell first. And then click on the magnifying glass. And I'm going to go ahead and select this one, which is the Cricut brand, because that's what it is. So I'm going to select that and click on Done. Now for the pressure, this is where I'm going to change that by clicking the little drop down arrow, and I'm going to select More because I want more pressure. And it tells you to move your star wheels all the way to the right. When cut is complete, return the star wheels to their position, okay? So I have mine moved all the way over to the far right. If you don't, it may pull on your spade. So that's why you pull those stars, are the little white, I'm trying to move one of them right now as I'm talking. It's kind of hard. But that's why I told you to move them to the right, because otherwise you may, it may kind of pull up on your material when it's on the mat. So you want to push those white star wheels all the way over to the far right, okay? And we are going to go ahead. At this point, we're ready to go ahead and load our material. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you back up on the screen with me, and then we're going to go ahead and cut this out. All right, guys, so I have my faux suede on my 12 by 12 mat. And I'm going to go ahead. It is ready. My Cricut Maker is blinking. So that means that it is ready to have you to go ahead and load the material into the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and load it. And then I'm going to click on the Cricut logo. And that's going to then pull the material in and go ahead and start cutting the fabric. So I'm just making sure that it doesn't jam on this side over here. Okay. And it doesn't take very long to cut this. It is a lot of pieces just because of the amount of strips that's going to go across, but it cuts pretty quickly. All right, so I'm going to let that do its thing. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to pull up the cord here. Now we're going to take and we're going to, the reason I said you need like a needle or something like that, and I thought I had my needle over here, is because you can take and thread the needle with your cord. And that way it'll be easy for you to go ahead and string it through into your necklace. Okay, so I do recommend that you get like a little needle, otherwise you'll be trying to put this through the hole, just push it through the hole, and it's a little bit more time consuming. So get you like a little needle. I got these at Walmart because I crochet and make dolls and stuff, and so that's how I'm in possession of those. But get one that's wide enough. Don't get like the normal sewing needle, but get one that has a bigger head on it or opening. Making sure that my material stays down here. So I was looking at it to make sure it didn't shift or anything. You know, once you're not paying attention to your machine, that's when it goes crazy. So I try to hold on to it like that's going to solve something. But this turned out so pretty. When I had on a dress earlier that was kind of low cut here, you could see the necklace really, really nicely, and it was really pretty. But I had to run out to the store, so I had to get on something that was more warm for outside. And we're almost done here. It may have about 1 or 2 more little strips to cut. So it will use up pretty much most of your 12 by 12. So I don't really foresee, you may be able to save some of the scraps from this for like some earrings or something. So I won't say throw away the full 12, you know, the remainder of it, but cut off what you can to use for another project. And I think it's on the last one. All right. It is done. So let me take a look. And it has cut it out. And so turn this around here. All right, so we're gonna get this going where we're gonna start taking it off of the mat. And you may have some, because I noticed earlier there were some at the very top that seemed like it needed a little help along the way. So I have my little scissors to kind of help me. Pull this down so you can see. There you go. But I just use the scissors, and you're not having to do a real cut. It's just kind of like where it's kind of started. Or you can use an X-Acto knife. That will also help out. But it's always this very top one up here for some reason. I don't know why. But all the rest of them cut just fine earlier. It was just this top one. And so I just use my scissors. Let me get it inside the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing here. But I'm just snipping along to kind of help it to come off. And there we have it. Do not pull it because this fabric is very easy to, you know, for you to kind of fray it a little bit. So do not pull it. Just kind of take your scissors. As you can see, I'm just pushing through to get it to go ahead and do my little cut. And like I said, it's only like the first couple of ones that acted up on me. So that's our first one. And then you'll be able to see where the little holes are. I'm trying to use my scissors. I probably should be using my little weeding tool. And I just use my scissors to kind of help pull that little piece because that hole is like super, super small, as you can see. But I just kind of use the scissors. You could also use your weeding tool to kind of push through. But we're going to be using our needle to go through these holes anyway. and that's going to make it a lot easier for us. Okay. So with the necklace, you're going to start with the longest piece first and work your way down to the bottom, to the smallest piece. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to keep taking these off, and I'm going to keep you on so you can see the entire process through. So you can see I'm just using my scissors to kind of push it through, but do not just take your hand and pull it, guys. Just kind of use your scissors to kind of, you know, get that little piece in there, cut through, or you can use X-Acto knife. There we go. And it is very tempting to just pull it, but don't, please don't pull it. It's going to look much nicer if you just take your time with your scissors. And you can see where those little holes are supposed to be on the end. Those I thought would be the biggest problem, but they were so easy. As you can see, I'm just pushing my weeding tool straight through. So I'm going to turn it, I'm going to turn it facing down, and that way it'll be easier to just flip it over. Because like I said, you're going to start with the longest piece first and work your way to the, when you start putting the necklace together, you're going to start with the longest piece first. We'll just flip it over. So I'm just using my weeding tool to push through the little holes on the end. And then I'm just laying them here to get them ready. And you see how the rest of them just cut with no problem. It's like the first two, for some reason, on my mat and my machine that act crazy. But I can see these little holes. Like I said, those are the ones I thought would give me the most problem because these holes are so little. So just keep on going. Try to keep them in order. Your necklace will let you know if you didn't put them in. Start from the longest to the shortest. If you skip one or miss one or got them misplaced, your necklace is not going to lay like mine is. And so that's how you're going to know that something is wrong. It should lay flat up against your skin or flat up against, you know, whatever you put it on until you put it on your body. It should lay flat. And what I mean by that is, you see how this is laying directly up against that cardstock. It's not sticking out or anything like that. It should lay directly up against your body. So if you don't have it, if you don't have the pieces in the right place, it's not going to lay flat. And this is something that you can gift to someone, guys, that does not take a lot of time. Like the biggest thing is just, you know, getting through all your little holes. But you can see that they have cut through perfectly. Like I said, just the first two that kind of act up on me. You can make this necklace as far as the cord that's going to go around your neck. You can make it as long or as short as you like it to be. I kind of like mine just to be a little bit below my neck, but when I saw it on someone, because I saw someone on YouTube did one, they had theirs kind of hanging down this far, and they had like a white shirt on with it. It looked really pretty draped long as well. So long or short will work. I would say, you know, measure your cord to determine how long you want it first. But all I'm doing is just getting my little holes together here. I don't know why I picked those scissors back up. All I need is my little weeding tool. I'll push that hole out of my way. I mean that weight out of my way. And again, I'm just lining them up here so that I can flip it over and I'll have the tallest one or the longest one, which is what we're going to start out with. Okay, just keep going, punching your little holes in. And we got about 4 more after this, or 3 more after this one. Okay, that one started acting up. So I'm going to use my scissors, push through, but it's already cut, so I'm just pushing through. I'm not really having to do a true live cut. And push through where your hole is on both ends. Place it over here so you have it all in order. And we got 2 more after this. And like I said, I'm kind of pulling a little bit, even though I'm telling you not to pull. But if you pull, you're going to fray it on the ends and it's not going to look nice. So make sure, if you have the Cricut Maker, please make sure that you use the faux leather, or the faux suede, I'm sorry, the faux suede, or faux, I don't know how they say it, suede setting, and make sure that you use more pressure. If you do not, yeah, I can guarantee you it's probably not going to cut all the way through, and this part right here will be a nightmare for you. I'm trying to show you how to do it, not stopping the video, so you can see that it is a very easy necklace and very pretty necklace once it's done. It is very pretty. But I think the leather will be really nice as well. When I check my Michaels, they don't carry the leather in store, so you have to order it online. So that's how I ended up going with the suede. But like I said, this little extra fabric that you have here, you can save that to do earrings. So I would cut away the parts that I can't use and then salvage those little sides, because you still got a little suede on here from a 12 by 12 that you can still use. Okay, we got 1 more and we're home free. 1 more. And it's already pre-cut, so I'm just pushing through with my scissors for the areas that were a little bit harder to do what they were supposed to do. And all of them cut perfectly. All right, so now we have all of our pieces. I'm just going to flip this over, which is going to put the longest piece on the top now. So you see I have my little stack of my necklace pieces. We can take this and put it to the side. This is where I was saying that you can take this and kind of cut away the part that you can't use, which is all of that there in the middle. So I would just cut that away, and I would save this part because you could get like 2 little pair, maybe even, yeah, a pair of earrings or 2 off of this remaining fabric. And the rest, you want to go ahead and trash it. Okay, so I'm going to salvage these little pieces, and this part right here is trash. All right, now for the easy part. The easy part is now going ahead and getting our necklace together. All right, so we're going to take, and I'm going to go ahead and thread this needle. just like that. And you're going to start, like I said, with the longest piece. And you want to take it and you want to thread it. I'm sorry. You want to take it and thread it from the outside, the outer side, and pull that through, because what that is going to do is going to put that cord on the opposite side so you can tie a knot. Okay, let's see if I can get it through here. This is the first time I used this cord, because last time I just used my crochet thread, and so it was easier. But just like that, and you're going to take and put a knot. You're going to tie a knot in this end. So you want to put a knot so that it can't come through, and try to get it as close to the bottom as possible so that you're not using up your cord with just tying a knot. So we're going to put a knot here, just like that, so that it cannot come through and pull. And then you're just going to snip that in, and you may take some fabric glue and put it on this end after you snip it to make sure that it does not come apart, but you're just going to have it very small, just like that. Okay. Now measure about, this is a good time for you to measure about how long you may want your necklace to be. And the reason you want to do that is because you want to make sure that you have enough cord after you get all your pieces on there. So this is about good for me, because I like mine, actually it may be a little bit too long for me. I like mine to kind of fit right in here so that it drapes here. So I want to tell you how long this is. Give me 1 second. So I have my cord, that's 12, 24, I have about 28 inches of the cord, okay, the full cord. And what you're going to do at this point is now take your cord and you're going to go ahead and line up the remaining pieces of your necklace. Again, you are going from longest to shortest. And I would highly recommend that you kind of pull the cord in a little bit so that it's easier to pull through, because you don't want that hole to expand. Trying to do it with my nails and it keeps popping back over like it doesn't want to cooperate. So let's try something else. Hold on 1 second. So I'm going to see if it's easier to just push through. Let's see. I'm going to try. There we go. All righty. And you want them all going in the same direction. Okay, same direction. So I'm going to push these back here because I just see all of them falling at one time and me going, no. See, just like that. And that's how they get out of order. And you don't want to do all of these things and then turn around and have to do them again because they're out of order. All right. So I'll go ahead and push through. Okay, that's going to drive me absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go back to my needle again. And just see if I can make it work. All right, so I'm going to pull. I don't know why it went through on that first one easier than this one. This one is giving me a run for my money. There we go. All right, so I'm going to try my best to strand these all using my needle because it's so much faster. Okay. Longest to shortest, keep them in order. Okay. And keep it going. Now, if you have some cord that's a little bit thinner than mine, you'll probably be able to thread this faster than I am. But I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to split my holes and ruin my necklace. And I'll worry about lining it up here in just a second. But again, we're putting them all in the same direction. So I'm going to show you here in just a second. As I get them lined up. And you will know, like I said, if you missed the beat on any one of them and did one longer that wasn't supposed to be in that position, your necklace is not going to lay flat. So you will know that it is not done right. And we got two more after this one. Yeah, the needle worked much better. Much, much better. And it looked like it really cut this smaller one super, super small. I don't remember last time it being that little, but it may have been. All right, so once you get those threaded, they should all line up just like that. And I can tell right off the bat that this one cut a little bit too long. But there you have it on one end, and they're all lined up nice and pretty. And then you're gonna go and you're gonna do the other side. And actually I should have took this through. I should have threaded both, but it'll be good. All right, so this time we're going to thread it and we're going to end up, so you want to make sure that that size is good for you, because once you put this on and you get the other side done, it's going to form like that, come down like that. It just doesn't look right now because I don't have the other side threaded, but you want to make sure that that size is good for you, because I mean, you could always cut it in the center. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and start threading from the back now to the front. And, you know, here I am trying to work fast so that I'm not on here all day with you. So I know you got other stuff to do. but your knot should be on the other side. Okay. And then if you have to cut it in the center of the necklace so that you can tie it, you can. So it's okay if we did it this way. And we'll get our cord here together in just a second. My stomach is growling. And I'll get them all nice and neat in just a moment. All right, we got them all. On the last one, this is where we're going to take this off now, and we're going to tie a knot. I tie it twice, and like I said, if you have some fabric glue, it'll be nice to go ahead and put some fabric glue on there so that you can help that to adhere and that it does not start to unravel. But you want to make sure that it cannot come apart. Okay, now I'm going to slide them down. And there we have it, guys. So what I would do at this point is put this little end so that it's not sticking out all the way out like that. Take some fabric glue and put it on both ends here to let that dry so that it cannot come through that hole. I think it's good. And then I have mine where I can put it over my head, but you can also, I'm going to pull my camera up here in just a second. But to let you guys see. So, like I said, my string or my cord is 28 inches. I probably would cut it in the middle and make it shorter so that I can tie it because I like mine a little bit shorter. But if you had on a nice blouse and that was draped down over it, that will look really, really pretty. But you see how it's laying flat up against me because all of your parts or all of your pieces are in order, okay? So I'm going to show you here without looking crazy on camera. Uh-oh, pull my little cords off, my little beads. I'm going to take it and put it up against this black so you can see it better. See what it will look like. So, trying to hold it. There you go. All right, so that's what it will look like, just like that. See how it lays flat up against the cardboard? That's how you want it up against your skin. So you want to make sure that you start out, or you start with the longest piece first, and then work your way, the longest piece first, and then work your way to the shortest. And that's what's going to give it that draping that draping ability. Okay. And you can make this, guys, in less than 30 minutes. It only took us so long because I'm doing a tutorial on it. But 30 minutes or less, you'll have you a nice necklace. And like I said, you can make this with the leather or the suede. This is the suede that I'm using, but you can do it with either or. And if you want to have more control over the length at this point, you could cut this in the center, and then you could shorten it, and you could just tie it, tie it once, and it should stay on, and then do like a little bow in the back. But that's it. That's the necklace, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous with that faux, I don't know how you say that, suede. All right. So again, materials that you're going to need for this, you can use the suede or the leather. We use the suede. Also, you're going to need some cord. I got this cord at Walmart. And I got multiple colors, which all will blend really well. I don't know what I did with my colors. Will blend really, really well with the different colors that's in this palette, okay? And then, of course, your Cricut tools. And like I said, make sure you put it on the Cricut suede. And you want to put it on deep, not default, but more pressure so that it will cut all the way through. And let me know if yours kind of didn't cut those first two as easy as the rest of it. You guys saw I did not pause this video in any way, shape, fashion, or form. You saw me do the whole thing. And then, like I said, get you a little needle that has like a fat head on the end so that you can pull your cord through easier. And I'm going to put some fabric glue on the ends and let it dry so that it doesn't interfere with, those being able to come out. I think it's pretty good because you can see that knot is pretty thick, but just in case. But once I get this put on with something really cute and get some lipstick on these dry lips of mine, I will post a picture in the Facebook group of me wearing it. And again, you can cut this in the middle so that you can tie it and have more control over the length, or you can just cut the cord a little bit shorter, tie it in a knot so that you can just do the overhead, whichever one works best for you. But this is a quick and easy way to make a cute little necklace out of faux, suede, or leather. All right, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions about any portion of the process that was not clear, please feel free to drop me a comment and I will respond to you to help you draft your or create yours. And if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for following me on YouTube. And please like the video tutorials because if you found them beneficial, because that lets us know as creators if we're headed in the right direction to help teach you how to do things, or if we're far off left field and we didn't hit the mark, because we really do. I know I do. I really try to help people. And if you're not currently subscribed to my YouTube channel and you like my method of teaching, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are not currently following me on Facebook, I have a Facebook group called Doris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. It is a private group, so you do have to send a Facebook group request to me to join the group, and we'd love to have you. A lot of times when I post things in the group, I don't have people putting comments on following or how did you do it, XYZ. And that's because I normally follow it up with a tutorial on how I crafted whatever it is that I posted in the group. And I also create a lot of different designs and post them in the group for them to use however they so choose. Okay. But it's all about teaching for me. I love teaching people how to create these beautiful items. And I think this necklace is going to look gorgeous, gorgeous on me. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And you know, my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. And you guys have a great night. Bye.